Ladies and gentlemen, the Smothers Brothers.
I'm going into big-time crime. I'm going into big-time crime. We got up this morning and made up our minds that we're going into big-time crime. Because prices are up and stocks are down, political scandals all around. If they can do it, then so can I. I'm going into big-time crime.
There's a shortage of this, prices of that. Fat cats are staying fat. If they get caught, they don't do time.
So we're going into big-time crime.
Mr. Congressman, here's $50,000 for your campaign fund.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't you realize we just went through the Watergate mess? And I'm personally sponsoring an election and campaign reform bill in Congress, and you expect me to accept a $50,000 campaign gift?
I'm sorry. Will you take it as a bribe?
Oh, well, sure, yeah.
We would never have guessed it would come to this. But what is there left to believe in? Washington fools are making all the rules, and honesty isn't in season. So we're going into big-time crime.
I'm in the phone tap and forgery, hand grenades and TNT. We're into running guns for liberty, into payoffs and bribery.
I'm in clemency for perjury and pardons for conspiracy and subsidizing subsidies and backing phony charities.
So we're going into big-time crime.
Uh-huh. Well, you just sign that, and we'll give you 1,000 F-111 attack bombers and 10,000 trained terrorists.
No, I will not sign this.
Well, we'll throw in 100 nuclear missiles.
Make it 200.
All right, 200.
Okay, I'll sign.
Great. Now, Mr. President, both sides have signed the treaty. Yes, we're on another step closer to world peace.
I'm into milk funds, faithless healers, interest rates, and dope dealers.
I'm into price-fixing flesh peelers, midnight-riding freedom stealers.
I'm into tax fraud and loopholes.
I'm into cold country scoop holes.
I'm into stock deals,
big mergers,
rip-offs,
and occasional murders. Prime time crime. We're going into prime time crime.
We're going into prime time crime.
My name is Arthur B. Jackson. I've spent the last 10 years of my life in a federal penitentiary. I was convicted of grand larceny, perjury, tax evasion, assault, and malingering with animals. Needless to say, this is my first college concert tour. First of all, I don't want you to think I'm doing this for the money. What's $25,000? In conclusion, I would like to let you know that it is very difficult for some of us to tell our story. Of course, a few of us have overstepped the bounds of good taste. I must admit I was appalled the other night when I turned on the television and saw that new singing group, Tony Orlando and Dean.
We would never have guessed it would come to this. But what is there left to believe in? Corporation fools are breaking all the rules, and honesty isn't in season. So we're going into big-time crime. We're going into big-time crime. We got up this morning, read the Times. I'm tired of going to the five and dime. We're tired of making this whole thing rhyme. So we're going into big-time crime.
Forgive us, Father, for we are the oil industry and we have sinned.
Just a minute, please. Come on, one at a time.
Forgive us, Father. No, forgive us, Father. We have sinned. We've been overly friendly with some Washington politicians. We've caused oil spills that kill seagulls and fish. We've earned a few obscene profits, and we...
What the kind of a fish?
What do you mean? Well, all kinds of fish.
Codfish?
Yeah, some codfish.
You know, I used to like a codfish, but now they all tasted like a permalube. Because of you guys, that's why.
I'm sorry.
Well, how come you didn't mention being dishonest with 210 million citizens?
I forgot to mention that.
Well, for your penance, say, I'm sorry, 210 million times.
Don't you think that's a little stiff?
Well, they don't call me Maximum Guido for nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Smothers Brothers Show with Bob Einstein, Leigh French, Don Novello, Pat Paulsen, and special guests Hoyt Axton and Linda Ronstadt.
This is a great record, and our first guest has made a lot of these records, and they're all very good.
I have all your records, Tom.
Yeah. Linda Ronstadt has made records.
Did you hear me? I have all of your records. I have all of my brother's records.
I know that.
But I never play them. Never do.
Of course you play them because they're our records. We made them together. Your records are my records. They're both our records. We both made them. And so your records are my records. We recorded them together. So
that's partially true.
It's totally true.
No, it's partially true, and that's good for you.
No, we went to the recording studio, and we recorded it. We recorded these in the studio. We were in the same studio.
That's
You
right.
had a mic, I had a mic.
That's the
we
partially true part.
What do you mean?
What'd you say? We both had mics.
Yeah, we
Stereophonic, right? When I play our records, I turn your channel way down.
So that's why
I turn my brother's channel way down, so it's just sort of an annoying distraction in the background. And when I really want to feel good, I turn you all the way out. You know, I could do that right now on this show. I could turn you visually, audially, right out, just like that. I think I'll do it right now.
I don't think you can, because if you did, you'd be sorry, because you can't do that.
I think I can, Tommy.
You
Watch
better.
me.
You dirty rat. Okay.
I feel so refreshed, no distractions, no annoying distractions. And now here's a very special guest of ours, a very lovely distraction, Miss Linda Ronstadt.
Some say the heart is built like a wheel. When you bend it, you can't mend it. But my love for you is like a sinking ship, and my heart is on that ship out in mid-ocean. When harm is done, no love can be won. I know it happens frequently, but I can't understand. Oh, please, God, hold my hand. Why it had to happen to me. And it's only love, and it's only love that can wreck a human being and turn him inside out.
thank you. Our topic tonight is humor. Let's start with a simple, basic approach. In order to help us understand the serious topic of humor a little better, we will use some visual aids. For instance, this is funny. Now this is not funny. Well, that happens. So we have funny thing number 1. And funny thing number 2. These are 2 funny things. Now on with humor. What about pain? You may laugh, but pain is funny. I have here a mallet, and this is a hand. When this mallet strikes his hand, it will be very funny. Let's move along to an equally hilarious form of humor. This is a surefire laugh getter and used by all the greats in the world of humor. It's very funny. Watch this because it happens very fast. That's called falling down. And it always works no matter what style you use or whatever position. Another funny thing is the unexpected. Here we have a simple feather. I'll attempt to balance it on my forehead. Now you watch. You think, once I get it balanced, you think when I lift my head down, it's just going to fall off. There you have it. That's the unexpected. Excuse me a minute. Oh. What you just heard was the world-famous whoopee cushion joke. It's a round cylinder filled with air, and when it's squeezed or you sit on it, it makes a funny noise. I'll show it to you. Now let's get on to the always funny pie-in-the-face routine. You can always count on this one. Now, the object of the old pie-in-the-face is to let on, and never let on that you know it's coming. Just keep that relaxed look on your face and rely on the element of surprise. This always gets them. You stand there, and there comes the old pie in the face. Well... you just stand there, and you get... Pie on the shirt is pretty good. Feel like I just got sick. In conclusion, there's nothing funnier than a good joke. And here's one that I always laugh at, and I'm sure you will enjoy also. Man walks into a candy store and he says, "How much are your jawbreakers?" And the guy behind the counter says, "They're a penny." So the man gives him a penny, takes the jawbreaker home, and puts it on the shelf. Next day, the same man goes to the candy store and says, "How much are your jawbreakers?" And the guy said, "They're a penny." So the guy gives him a penny, takes the jawbreaker home, and puts it on the shelf. Anyway, he goes in about a day later and he says, "How much are your jawbreakers?" And the guy says, "They're a penny." So he takes the jawbreaker home, and puts it on a shelf. I don't normally tell jokes as a rule. Now that, of course, is not funny. Let's move along to an equally hilarious style of humor.
Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. I ran through a red light and I lied to a policeman that it was yellow. I purposely bounced a check to my mother, and I had impure thoughts.
What sign are you?
What?
What's your sign? That's okay. Let me guess. You sound to me like a Scorpio, the bull.
No.
All that I know it. You're an air sign, right?
No, I am a...
Wait, don't tell me. I'm into ESP, too. Think in your mind what sign you are.
I'll save you the trouble. I'm a Pisces.
Of course. Pisces, the twin goats. Listen, Pisces, for your penance, visit a friend and solve a vexing problem. Get going on that new project. And lay low till the 10th, when your moon gets over Miami.
Our next guest is a gentleman I found in a doorway. Bad area of town, and he's someone I've really wanted to have on the show a long, long time. I never got around to it. Dickie and I have been fans of his, and he's written a lot of good songs. And he sings good, too. He wrote Greenback Dollar for the Kingston Trio. Three Dog Night recorded Never Been to Spain and Joy to the World. Steppenwolf recorded The Pusher. And Ringo Starr's got a big song now called The No-No Song, which we're going to do later. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure, sincerely, to introduce you to Hoyt Axton.
If you had some trouble, thought I'd try to help you. In my time, I've had a little trouble too. If you let it get you down, you know I'll bet you it will get you down and walk around on you. Sweet misery, she loves her company. She's in a crowd when she is all alone. She doesn't care, follow you everywhere. She is most happy when she makes you moan. Ba-da-doo-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-doo-doo. Lord, Lord, yeah. My dog had some puppies. Would you like to have one? He will be your friend and he will lick your face. He will never cheat you. He won't try to beat you. Help you be a winner in the human race. Sweet misery, she loves her company. She's in a crowd when she is all alone. She doesn't care, follow you everywhere. She is most happy when she makes you moan. Ba-da-doo-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-doo-doo. Lord, Lord, yeah. Heard you're feeling better. Glad you found some happy. In my time, I've had a little happy too. If you let it get you up, you know I'll bet you. We'll get you up and keep you smiling through. Sweet misery, don't need your company. She's in a crowd when she is all alone. She doesn't care, follow you everywhere. She is most happy when she makes you moan. Ba-da-doo-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-doo-doo. Lord, Lord, you. I'm tired of waking up on the floor. No, thank you, please. It only makes me sneeze. Then it makes it hard to find the door.
Lady that I know came from Mallorca, Spain. She marched because I did not understand.
No, no, no.
Then she held out a 10-pound bag of cocaine. She said it was the best in all the land. But I said, no, 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 I don't no more.
I'm tired of waking up on the floor. No, thank you, please. It only makes me sneeze. Then it makes it hard to find the door.
Hey, Hoyt! Hey, Hoyt, you want to eat? No, no, no!
No, no, no.
Why, man? Why no eat, man? Hey, I give you some good stuff. No, no,
No, thank you.
Now you get ready to sing, eh?
A man I know just came from Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, he smiled because I did not understand. Then he held out some moonshine whiskey. Oh, he said it was the best in all the land. And I said, no, 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 I don't take it no more. I'm tired of waking up on the floor. No, thank you, please. It only makes me sneeze. Then it makes it hard to find the door. No, 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 I don't. No more. I don't get up on the floor. No, thank you, please. It only makes me sneeze. Then it makes it hard to find the door. Achoo! No, thank you, please. It only makes me sneeze. Then it makes it hard to find the door.
No. You shouldn't do that no more. When was it the last time you went to confession?
Father, it was about 17 years ago.
17 years.
Yes,
Let's see, that would make it about 1958.
I suppose so. You see, Father, in those years, I
1958.
swore...
What a year.
Well, I suppose,
Let's see. Eisenhower was the president. Pius was the pope.
Well,
The Everly Brothers were hot.
you see, Father,
Harvey entered the moon glows. Bobby Day. Yeah, remember? She rocks, she entered the treetops all the day long.
right, yeah, Father, you see, in those days, well, I swore that...
Hey, what about the Argyles? Alley-oop, poop, 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 alley-oop.
Excuse me, Father. Father, what about my sins and my prayers?
My prayer is to linger. The Clatters. That was a good one. You know, this is the most nostalgic confession I've heard in years. Before you get to your penance, here's one more for you. Stagger Lee threw a 7. Billy swore that he threw a what? Billy swore through what?
Let's see, Stagger Lee threw 7 and Billy swore... Oh, an 8!
That's right.
An 8?
That's right, 8. For your penance, say 8 prayers. And now, bunny hop your way out of here.
And now we come to the finals in the great rubber band race, in which our players will be competing for the privilege of introducing the next guest. Gentlemen, start your bands.
And now let's get above what's happening and share a little more tea with Goldie.
Hi, everybody, and a big hi over all of you. You know, I want to thank all of you for all the fantastic letters that you wrote me, and I especially want to thank the person that wrote me that incredibly beautiful thought on that very tiny piece of thin paper. It was such a great thought. I really want to share it with you. The thought was, did you know that wow is mom upside down? It is. And here's a thought for you. Did you know that to oraf is far out backwards? It is. I think we've got a whole new language coming in. And you know, most of all, I want to thank my Aunt Maddie for writing me. Not really because she's my aunt or because she's 87 years old, but because she wrote me this far out, beautiful letter. She is so far out, and I really want to share it with you. She says, "Dear Goldie, thanks for the Playgirl magazines." I really sent them to her. She said, well, I think I should share that with you another time. Anyway, she says, but I really get my jollies from a subscription you probably never heard of. It's called Gray Girl. That's great. And each issue has a senior citizen centerfold. I can't believe it. Well, anyway, she goes on, it doesn't exactly fold out, it wrinkles out. She says, you may laugh, but you have no idea how attractive the sagging body can be to the failing eye. Wow, she is so far out. You know, that reminds me, too, that if any of you folks have any suggestions or far out household hints, we'll just roll them up. And if they're really far out, I promise you, we'll share them.
Thank you very much. This is too much. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I didn't expect this. Thank you. Thank you. This is too much. Okay. Thank you. Okay, folks. My name is Steve Martin. I'll be out here in just a moment. And we're going to get rolling. We got a nice audience. How many people are here tonight? Just a few people. Okay, we have an exciting show. Following me, we're going to have kind of a surprise Elvis Presley. And we have, we're going to have Beatles reunion tonight, too. Rolling Stones and Queen of England will be here, right? We got her. And we have Patty Hearst is going to be here. So she's got a lot of new jokes in her act, and it's really fun. And we have the Broderick Crawford dancers. So let's get going. Here we go. Hey! Isn't that happy? You just can't sing a depressing song when you're playing the banjo. You can't go, oh, death and grief and sorrow. Just, I think everyone who's out of work should be given a banjo. Instead of money, and they could just go home and go, everything's great. Can you imagine the sound of 9 million banjos? People in Canada be going. Okay, oh, here we go. I just like to keep the humor rolling.
Hello?
Forgive me, Father, I have sinned. I work at this grocery store. I don't earn much money, and, well, things are tough. Father, I took some money.
Hey, you think things are tougher here? It's so bad in Italy that on the Fridays, they're serving a tuna helper at the Vatican. Pretty good, eh?
Father,
I
my
love
wife,
a good joke.
You don't understand. I'm not in the mood for jokes. You see, my wife and I...
Hey, there's a guy and a dog, you see? And the man comes up and he says, what's that? And the guy says, that's a beagle that I bought for my wife. And the drunk guy says, I wish I could make a trade like that one. That's a good. You like that one better than the first one?
Yeah, that's a good one. Father, I've been dating a lady doctor, and
Hey, a guy goes into this doctor's office, and he says, Doc, it hurts when I do this. And the doctor says, well, don't do that.
I'm not getting anywhere here.
He's my favorite.
Maybe I should see a psychiatrist. I'll see you.
Hey, then he goes into the psychiatrist's office, and he says, woof, woof, doctor, I think I'm a Saint Bernard. And the psychiatrist says, it's probably just a hallucination, but until we're sure, get off of my couch.
Father, could you forget the jokes for a second, please?
Hey, I know this guy used to play second base for the St. Louis Cardinals. How he curled up himself in a little square like that, I'll never know.
I don't believe this, Father.
Hey, here's one. Listen to this one. Knock and knock.
Father, please, I'm not
Come on, you can play along with me a little bit.
I'm not going to do it.
Come on, knock and knock.
I'm not going to do a knock-knock joke, Father.
Come on, don't have a heart, you know. Loosen up a little bit. Be good for you. Knock and knock.
Who's there?
Wendy.
Wendy who?
When the moon is in the seventh house. From the age of aquariums.
That's funny.
You got aquarium?
No, that's a funny one. I like that one. Hey, did you hear the one about the priest and the rabbi? They were in the...
I heard it.
Ship out on the ocean made of stone. And sometimes when I get lonely, I can swear I hear you call. Oh, the nights are cold and you don't keep me warm. And when I first saw you, I first loved you with the song that I sang. To the fire in your eyes. But somebody told you that it wouldn't be easy, and you carried that lie for the devil to sting. Some sail rivers deep and muddy, some sail rivers clear and cold, but the river that I'm sailing goes to sea. And sometimes I do grow weary, sometimes I feel old, and sometimes I wonder if you think of me. And when I first saw you, I first loved you with the song that I sang to the fire in your eyes. But somebody told you that it wouldn't be easy, and you carried that lie for the devil to sing. Like a lion in the winter, I can hear the summer call. Like a ship out on the ocean made of stone. And sometimes when I get lonely, I can swear I hear you call. Oh, the nights are cold and you don't keep me warm. And when I first saw you, I first loved you with a song that I sang to the fire in your eyes. But somebody told you that it wouldn't be easy,
Yes, my person.
Father, I have a confession to make. I tried to take advantage of a starlet.
You tried to take advantage of a bird?
A starlet, a girl. You see, I'm a movie producer.
A movie producer, eh?
Yes, Father.
You know, a lot of my friends think that I should be in the films. Hey, listen to this. You dirty rat. Not bad, eh?
No, that was great. Listen, I have more to tell you.
Hey, how about this one? Judy, Judy, Judy. Hey, listen to this. John Wayne. All right, listen and listen up tight. Pretty good, eh?
You know, that's not bad.
I got more.
Maybe I could use you in my next film. What do you look like?
Well, I look very good. Just picture Robert Redford in Investments. Got me.
Well, I'm doing an updated religious epic called Last Tango in Sodom and Gomorrah, and I think you just...
I'm sorry, but my manager, he says that I can't take the part.
Buddies through all of the gay times, buddies when something went wrong. I sit alone through the gray times, missing your voice and your song. Nights are long since you went away. I think about you all through the day. My body, nobody quite so true. My buddy, the song asks that musical question, what is the most valuable thing in life? Is it money? Is it possessions? Is it position or social acclaim? Well, I say it's none of those. I say the most valuable thing in life is the love of a buddy. There was an old rich man living in the town that Tommy and I grew up in, and his name was Mr. Hotchkiss. Remember old man Hotchkiss? You know, people thought that old man Hotchkiss was really fortunate because he was very, very rich. He was a miser. But I say he was neither rich nor fortunate. For if friends were money, that old man Hotchkiss would have been a penniless pauper. That's right. I was rich. I was really much richer than Hotchkiss. For with all his wealth, I was much the wealthier because I had the love of my buddy. I miss your voice, the touch of your hand. Just long to know that you'll understand. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, buddy, your body misses you.
You know something? As far back as I can remember, whenever fate seemed to deal me a bad hand, it seemed, and life seemed like kind of a dark, long, black, dark tunnel with snakes and pumas in the tunnel. When life felt like that to me and I was in deep trouble and I was far away, I'd tell you something. I knew where I could turn to for help. I could turn to my buddy, because help was just a phone call away. I'd just dial the phone and I'd say, hey, it's your buddy. I need help. It's your buddy, Tommy. Smothers. Tommy Smothers. And I really need help. And you know what you said? You remember what you said? Truth.
Yeah, I remember.
I'll tell you what he said. He said, hey, Tommy, help.
That's right.
You want some help, you come on over because I've got the time. That's right. Because you're my buddy. And then he said something very strange. He said, Bring your money. And all your possessions.
Hey, but that's not the point. That's not the point, what I said. The point is that I would help you, no matter how much it cost you. Besides, would you want to give your money and your possessions to a total stranger?
I couldn't. You took it all.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
What's the
It doesn't. The point is, remember when we were little kids? I always shared with you. Didn't I let you play with my scooter?
He did.
That's right.
He let me play with his scooter.
That's right.
He charged me, too.
That's not the point.
Had no wheels.
Tommy,
That is the point. The point is it had no wheels and
that's
you
not
charged
the
me.
point. That's not the point. The point is that I shared with you, my buddy.
Yeah, sure you did, but you never let me play with any of the other guys, and you never let me play with your friends.
I never what?
You never let me hang around and play games or anything with your friends, never.
I never? How can you say such an incredulous thing? Never? Not even once? You never even once played with all the guys? Not even one time? Never ever means not even once. Doesn't mean a couple of times. Doesn't mean a half a time. It means never. Now think about it.
One time.
Okay, one time is not never.
Well, it's only one away from never. He never let me play except one time we played hide and go seek, and they made me be it. And that's the truth.
No, that's not the truth. We did not make you be it.
That's not jive.
Tommy.
You never let me be it. I'm not jiving.
That is a total fabrication. We did not make you be it.
We played hide and go seek.
We did not make you be it. We let you be it. There's a difference. There's only one guy that gets to be it. That's a position of honor and trust.
I looked for you guys for 3 months. That's the truth.
That's not the point. The point is that you got to play. It matters not how long you looked. It's how you played the game.
Well, if I looked, I must have really played it good, because I looked for a long time.
That's right.
Anyway, we weren't together that much, except when you made me smoke crayons and stuff like that.
I did not make you smoke those crayons.
You kept lighting them. That's as close to being forcing anybody to smoke anything I've ever seen.
Well, that's the reason the guys didn't want to play with you. You had the funny colored teeth. It wasn't my fault. And you were always with me. You're trying to get sympathy. You were always with me. Everywhere we went, Tommy, even though I was the younger brother. I looked after you. You were always with me. Right like you are now, right on my right. Standing right by my right.
I don't remember that.
Do you remember when you enlisted in the Army? What did I do?
Enlist?
Yes, remember you enlisted a long time ago?
My mom and Dickie lied about my age and had me drafted at 7 years old.
That's not the point. You missed the point. The point is I didn't let you go off to war all alone. I went with you and kept an eye on you every single step of the way.
You know something?
What?
You did that, didn't you?
And that's the way it was when we were kids, Tom. Buddies, always together.
Yeah, and I guess it still is.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the point.
Yeah.
They will always be together.
Yeah.
Until they arrange for a divorce court for brothers.
Frightening.
The point is that we're still here, we're still brothers, we're still together, and here I am. Still on your right. Right?
My buddy, nobody quite so true. We'd like to thank our guests tonight, Pat Paulsen, Leigh French, Bob Einstein, Don Novello, and our special guests, Hoyt Axton and Linda Ronstadt. Yeah. Hey, they were all wonderful. Well, I think that's about a wrap, and I'd like to thank our guests personally. We think they were just excellent. We think we had a lot of fun tonight.
Pat Paulsen, so
we better
fun.
say goodnight, don't
Yeah,
you?
as far as tonight's shows goes, it's kind of like it's Hour of Joys and Smiles and Laughter is concerned. I guess you could say we've kind of come down to the wire, so to speak.
Yeah, so...
for this evening's show, and we want to thank you for being with us. And, you know, Dick, I've always wondered about the wire that everybody's always coming down to.
I mean, coming down to the wire.
Yeah,
the wire?
And I thought it would be a good idea if, well, tonight, because it's a special night, I don't know what night it is, but it's special. But we've
Monday.
come down to the wire. I think
Monday.
it's time that we showed the wire to you that we've all been talking about. And there it is.
That's the wire, the famous wire?
Pretty far out, huh?
I wouldn't say that. It looks like just an ordinary wire. I think it's just an
Sure
ordinary wire.
does, but it's not the ordinary wire. This is a wire.
How do you know?
The wire.
How do you know it's the wire?
I know.
Someone could have just, did a con job on you, sold you some cheap wire. I mean, you trusting you get a piece of wire and say, the wire?
This is the wire, believe me. And I wondered what would happen since we've come down to this wire again. What would happen if we just reached out?
No.
And
Mankind never knows what to expect in his search for truth and knowledge, but occasionally a truth universal to all is revealed to him for his efforts. And that is, if you ever touch that wire again, clown, I'll knock the head off your shoulders.
Well, I hope you learned something. Good night, everybody.
good night, thank you.